Hello, and welcome to Date Night. I'm Chorpsaway.
Let me just take a big sip of my drink and look over at the screen. I'm Devious Vacuum.
And you are the stars.
Wow. There it is.
There it is, folks. What else can you say but it's here? While we do our intro today...
Wow, the fans love it.
Because of who we are, we have not decided on a boy yet. And so I thought I would let the audience join in. If you're here in the next 5 minutes while we just talk, you can vote on who will date. I will also allow additional votes if you want to spend your respecting women juice to try and, change the vote.
Yeah, if you want to stuff the ballots.
Yeah,
no,
you only get to stuff it off for 2 minutes. Anyways, so welcome back. Last time we finished Simi's route. It was good. I had a good time. Simi was the subject of several vile rumors.
Yeah, but they were unfounded as always, and they stemmed from his inability to ask for help, even for a really important thing. And he learned to ask for help.
That's right. And
that it was okay. And that was I think that's a really nice, I think the particular way in which Semi doesn't ask for help. I feel like this is a very common character arc in a lot of anime. But not in a lot of Western stories. Like Dr. House doesn't ever have an episode where he learns to ask for help, right?
He learns to be more misogynist.
Yeah, so that's
I wasn't enough of an asshole, right?
Yeah, I particularly enjoy the collectivist moral stories because they're newer to me, and also they make a lot more sense. It's like, hey, people will support you, you're not on your own.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Right, yeah, we're always saying this.
Yeah.
So...
But it was good. I had a good time. Simi's cool, and also he's the most he's the most romantically aware character, and that he's just like, shut the fuck up. Do you like me or not?
Yeah. He's very he's like, haha, unless, and then he's like, look. And
then you fuck in the office.
Yeah, damn. And then we were gonna fuck in the office, which we got this whole half empty dormitory instead, but we're just gonna fuck in the office where Yakumo is. Oh my god, Chorpsway, you're not gonna believe this.
It was tied. We tied. I'm not running a second poll. Anyways.
I'm so upset. Cars contributed 600 channel points to ruin it.
That's right.
Whammacar's enemy of the channel!
But see, here's the problem with that. You have now admitted to your crime, so we know to throw away your votes.
Can you see which ones are their votes versus the other vote?
Well, I did see that Tails had one, aka Shu, had 1 vote, and then had 7. So I know exactly how many.
Oh.
And each one was 100 channel points, and so using mathematics, I was able to deduce.
So by paying attention,
yeah, exactly.
You've solved the riddle. Wow, what a detective.
Yeah. Remember, this is just order. We will eventually get to both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to go with Shu, aka delay the inevitable?
No. Shu lost the poll. Hira won the poll.
Oh, Hira won the poll. I see, because Tails is Shu.
Tails is Shu, and
so Hira won the
ballot
poll.
stuff. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So if we can't pick Shu because then Whammucars would be winning.
Right, and we don't let that happen here.
So we have to date Hira now. We've been backed into a corner.
That's right. But before we do that, of course, we have private files and other information to do.
Right, we get to listen to our lovely boyfriend Semi's voice. Yeah, they're
He
so
wears his-
low.
Yeah, he wears his belt very low.
His waist is so low. What
No,
is he doing?
I think he just wears. I think he just wears the things lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
like a
But
style
why wear a
thing.
belt if your pants are so low?
Well, people have been asking this since time immemorial.
since 2001, people have been asking this. Anyway.
名前の時って字は先祖代々ついてるらしい。弟の時高も同じ字が入ってるからな。
Right.
Wow.
10月29日、サソリ座だな。特にこれ
Oh
Like,
my
I know
god!
He's like, I know I'm a Scorpio, and I don't know what that means.
He's such a Scorpio. Yeah, it's the day after Sid's birthday.
Wow.
It's coming up soon. We're gonna have to remember to wish Semi a happy birthday.
That's right.
政府直轄特殊庁実行部会議課第6特別対策室。長えってんで、第6とかayakashi森とか
I'm
言われて
actually
る
the
な。
CEO of this
俺は
company.
一応一派を任せられてる班長だ。趣味は散歩。時間があれば歩いて回っていろんな話が聞けるから、
Okay.
仕事にも役立ってる。
Totally normal.
It's not a hobby though. That's just
俺の
taking a
特技は
break.
人を煙に巻くことって言うけど、あっちの方が断然上手だからな。俺は普通。
He says I'm good at like ignoring the problem. He says I'm good at talking around stuff.
Haha.
好きなこと？読書と昼寝かね。休みの日に本読みながらいつの間にか寝てるってことが多いんだけどな。
Wow. Such an intellectual.
He's just such a normal person. Where's like the weird
モ
shit?
ラル逸脱、ルール違反。ayakashiどもは人間のモラルってのは通用しないか
Oh,
ら
okay.
あれだけど、人間様のそういうのは苦手。
I do fraud.
時高が作る飯だな。いやー、
I like the food my brother
あんなにうまいものが
makes.
作れるのか。我が弟
And also
I like
Chips Ahoy.
God, that's
ちゃうのは駄菓子だな。
that you don't need to tell me, Semi. I can already tell.
パクチー。
Oh wow, he doesn't like cilantro.
Oh, he's got the gene.
Yeah, I think so.
He's got the soap gene.
教えてほしいくらいだわ。
As Liquid Snake once said, that's the recessive gene.
What a good human answer.
Yeah. It's weird because again, he's the only human we get the answers
酒飲み
for.
ながら
So
くだらない
Yeah.
話してても飽きないやつで、一緒に
like he's like, I can't be friends with my workmates, or at least like they're forced to be friends maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh yeah, Doc.
哲也さんが童顔すぎて俺の方が年上だと思われることてかあの人と一回り以上違うのになんで俺が年上なんだよ。そもそもあの童顔は美魔女ならぬ美魔人じゃねえのか。あれで40代とかおかしいだろ。
Cool.
What? I bet he's what? I bet he's what?
Probably he's like
An
using
ayakashi?
something. Oh, maybe he's not. Oh my God, maybe.
全体的に好きだな。四季折々の景色が楽しめるし、街はいろいろなテイストで楽しいし。あ、好きなところ。
My favorite place is my best friend's
悪の
room.
部屋だ。
Where we just drink and hang out normal
想像しいところはあ
style.
るけど、お茶と菓子も
Yeah,
出る
just
し。
two guys hanging
居心地
out.
最高。
No one really jumps in surprise, and he caters to my every whim. Sweet. That's what I say.
Well, you know,
青だな。服とかどこかに青が入ってるのを選ぶこと多いし。
Normal guy answer.
紅茶。コーヒーも飲めなくはないけど、紅茶の方が好きなんだよな。
Oh wow. Okay,
フレ
no
ーバー
sugar.
なしもいいし、あっても美味しい。
I guess I would pull away if he's like
ああ無糖派
dunking
だぞ。
Oreos in them or whatever when he buys sweets.
well, he's eating candy all the time, so
Right.
then his drink doesn't have any sugar in it.
Right. He makes Skittle tea.
うちは
Oh
代々
God.
月下美人にちなんだものが多くて、
Like with the tea leaves, he also lets the Skittles sort of like, you know, like the
Yeah,
candy coating.
like making Skittle infused vodka.
Yeah.
貴重だよな。
Horrible.
海外に来て長期休暇もらえる状況じゃねえから無理なんだけど
In
せ
Bali.
めてバリ
Oh,
あ
wow.
たりでゆったり羽を伸ばしたいね。
I guess we're gonna go there for our honeymoon because we're already engaged.
Yeah, I
楽しか
guess.
ったことね。あるわ。 ただしの報告書がどんどん近況レポートになっていくこと。
She never
ち
learns.
ゃんと注意しても
She
らって
never
need to learn?
learns.
Why
Not
does she need
she
to
never
learn?
learn. Does that mean she's doing it on purpose?
ゲーム
Oh,
に負
maybe.
けた視点が
Like, oh, are you gonna write
むしゃ
about
くしゃして蹴
me?
った期間
Haha.
シュウが落ちてきたこと。シュウのリアクションもだけど、めったに会わない相手に会ったことで周りがあれよと酒盛りに連行してったことだな。失敗？俺がすると思う？
Huh.
なんて割とやってるけど、そうだなあ。女子制服のスカートをプリーツに変える。あ、
What's
嘘で
going
す
on here?
エツヤさん、そんな笑顔でこっち見ないでください。寮に置いてあるカウチソファ
What
ー
is
で
going
転が
on?
ってる時だな。
What does that mean?
マジで
I
俺
hear
を
relaxing
ダ
when
メ
I'm on
に
the
するぐらいヒッ
sofa
トして
in
ん
the
だよ
dorm.
な。
He likes sleeping. Like, he doesn't like his bed. He likes the sofa.
休み読みたい新刊がわんさか出てんの。
Cool. You know what? I feel this. I get it.
Yeah, very relatable. Good.
Relatable. See, that's what's great about him is I can relate to him because he has the same
He's-
problems I do.
He likes to read books and take time off.
Yeah.
物腰柔らかなくせに割とズケズケと物を言うんだけど言い過ぎはないから
He gives me things to me straight. No chaser.
Mm-hmm. So I like my tea with no
シロ
sugar.
はおかしなジジイ言葉使ってるから誤解されっけど、あやかしの中では割と若い方なんだよな。あのジジイ言葉も理由あってのことだし、面白くていい
A
やつ
little
ね
hint.。
Funny guy.
とにかくあいつを動かすのは一苦労。高尾も相当苦労してんだろうけど、平の相手できるのは高尾ぐらいだから、今度高尾に差し入れ持っていかねえとな。
You know, none of these sound like little hints about Hira's route being better.
なそう。あ、いやいや、名前と蛇のあやかしだった
I
の
mean,
は
same
知
with
ってるよ。
Shu. Shu's just like, I
た
don't
だ
know.
それ以上のことを知ってる
Shu who?
ことを言われると遭遇率
He did fall out of a tree recently,
話
and
して
it
もあんま
was
り答えない
funny.
しで
That is
情報が
funny.
ないんだよね。
To be fair.
どうにかならんもんか。
Alright, that's...
Semi-
Oh, wait. And then there's, his special voice.
俺のプロフィール調べに来るなんざ君も大胆だね。
Oh my god!
俺には隠すことなんてない
Hello
か
and
ら。
welcome to my
存分
website.
見てってよ。
God, welcome to my MySpace page about me.
That's right. And then we also have... Go to the chapter select.
The special boy route, special boy
Right.
scenes. Semi.
Semi. Brothers.
Semi.
Just making sure that's the right one. Yeah. Replaying this bachelor perspective.
Loading the Bachelor perspective. That's the opening of our new YouTube series, The Bachelor Perspective, where
Right.
we
As famous
Talk about-
bachelors, we
talk about men's rights.
yeah, we talk about man cave maintenance.
Yeah.
桜谷の安定に関していい方法が見つかりそうだって。
ええ、まだ可能性の段階ですけど、いつまでも再開できそうにない儀式に固執しているよりは。
This might actually accomplish
話かと。
something. Hard to believe, but
それは期待したいね。
はい。
Damn, called out. Remember?
yeah, wow. I got owned by my girlfriend. That's why I'm going to get engaged to her.
あれ
Yep.
思い浮かぶの。
Wait, I'm always thinking about my brother. I'm thinking about a girl? What could this mean?
What could this mean?
This one girl?
Oh my gosh.
疑われてもしょうがないと思ってたのに、彼女が俺を信じて聞いていたのが嬉しかったのか。
The way that these characters reflect on their thoughts in this is very funny.
Yeah.
It's like, huh, am I feeling something? But why?
It's like everyone's just like, oh, I'm so bogged down by my 9 to 5. I hadn't thought about people
Yeah.
caring about me or things changing in my life.
でもそんな彼女が踏み込んできた。
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm sure I can figure this out. God.
I can probably figure it out. I'm a guy. According to that eye.
If someone else told me about this, I would say...
At the very least, he did come to the right conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that girl like me? What a funny scene this is already.
今確認できたことは以上です。今後も引き続き俺が調査を進めていきます。いや、俺だけでなくセミ班と応援の時高を含めことに当たっていく予定です。きっとこれまで以上に円滑に調査が進むでしょう。
ああ、そういうことか。
え？
今日のお前は私が知る中で見たことがないくらい嬉しそうな顔しているよ。一人で何とかしようとしていたことを誰かと分かち合うことは弱さではないと。
Calling him
Damn.
out. I've just been waiting for you to figure it out yourself, idiot.
Because you wouldn't listen to me.
さすがエツヤさん。俺に何が起こってるか見抜くなんてあなたぐらいじゃないですか。
それはうぬぼれというものだよ、時継。お前はいつもと同じような顔でヘラヘラしてるけど、知っている人間から見れば意外とわかりやすいから。
だとしたら、
I think Sakura had an edgelord phase as a teen. He had like a edgelord teen atheist phase.
Oh yeah.
今、お前が何を考えてたか当ててやろうか。
It's girl.
エツヤさんが俺を可愛がってくれてるのはよーくわかってるのでやめてください。
自分はいつも人にやっているくせにな。ま、お前のそういうところは確かにちょっと可愛いよ。
I just kiss already or something. Jesus.
あきつにも知られたら笑われるかな。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
エツヤ
god.
さん、ちょっと話は変わりますが。
Oh my
ざまくら
god.
って
Look, boss, I
I'm
only
glad.
want boss, I only want to
I'm
speak
glad
to
that
you
he
about
talked
this in a
to Etsuya
professional
about it.
manager. That's funny.
What does Etsuya
何を
say?
聞くかと思えば。詳しく聞いてやろうじゃないか。
Why don't you
He
tell me a
says,
little bit more? Is
he
this
like pulls out like a notepad and starts writing on it.
yeah, it's like, is this an HR violation? Is this something I need to know
こ
about?
んなことだって本当は人に聞く必要なんてないんだろうけど。
Rayday says, will my crush laugh if she finds out I experience emotions and thoughts? And that's kind of how
Sammy's
this
really
feels.
really suffering from masculinity, even though he's a Sigma male.
That's right. Even though he listens to those affirmations every day while he's sleeping. Just the two, right?
Yeah, they all have two.
There are too many
Okay.
characters in this already. I know it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Shiratsky's here. Means it's time for problem.
ほら、
Yeah.
時継さんが桜谷を
Oh,
登
is
って
this
るとか
about
な
this
ん
is
と
the
かって
rumors?
話。あれがあやかしたちにまで広がってて、そのせいで桜谷のあっちこっちで あやかしたちが暴れ出してるん
Right,
です
no,
よ。
we're going to this scene was the one taking place while we were on the bridge confronting him about how he should care about how
私の
people think
次は
about
お
him.
前だ、時津。
Um
おそらく聴取は明日
so
行われるだろ
I
うか
guess
ら
we'll see more of that
準
scene
備は抜かり
and
なく
maybe
やって
Shrotsky just shows up to be like, "Hey, what's up?"
それに桜谷の騒ぎも
Or
it's
he's
part
in
of
a
this
flashback.
We'll
お前の
see,
マネージャー
yeah.
したい
Yeah.
な。
I guess as they're like explaining what happened to him. Damn, I fucked up.
まさかここまで話が大きくなるとはね。まともな
I hate to
The
say it, but I'm
debacle with
affected.
こんな状態になるまで放っておか
The
なかった
debacle with my ancestors has affected me to say the least. Oh my god, every white person says this at least once in their lives.
Also, Radio says, "Oh yeah, this is the part where we found out that the ayakashi crave and welcome death, and we just glossed over that." True.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I appreciate that he's asking about it ahead of time.
Yeah, and he's on break the whole time, right? He's
Right.
like, I'm not just gonna kill you in a ayakashi way, I'm also gonna kill you in a taxi way.
その
Yeah.
前に捕獲されると思わないのかね。あと
But again,
引き殺す
very
よりも
much
体
because
当
they're
たり
like,
の方が
is
痛
that
そうだ
true?
ぞ。
So that they can then they can decide whether or not they're going to do it. They're not going to do it
から
drastically.
かって遊んで
Yeah.
ないじゃないか。
They're also kind of childlike in their
誤解だよ。
understanding.
俺が桜谷を潰す理由なんてないだろう。あるか
What they should do is have two Oborogurami just tilt at him at high speed, just like Mickey's Dick Smasher.
Also, I like this. Like, do you think I have a reason? It's like, oh no, I guess not.
よかった。
Yeah, they're very
こいつら
childlike.
は話のわかる方だな。
No, you're right. Why would you destroy our world that you're also in?
He should be drawn and quartered by four Borogurumas straight A.
God.
違うって広めてくれないか
What if he got run over by 5 to 6 Boroguruma? What?
What if?
Surely there's no worse punishment for a crime.
This is so cool that it's like, child, jump on my back so we can bring the news to everyone that they were wrong.
あ
Amazing.
This is so cool. And it's all the Garuma show up, and it's like, on Dasher, on Prince.
Oh my god.
この調子で地道に誤解を解いていくしかないのか。ああ、なんでこんなことになるかね。
It's a great question. How did this happen? Oh my god. I was a gifted
Not
student.
relatable. Yeah, relatable gifted kid feeling.
第6に入って2年で異例の班長抜擢。悦也さんも思い切ったことしたよな。
Oh my god, he really is a
Gifted
gifted
kid.
student.
Yeah.
Sucks. I don't really like working, but I did it really well.
Oh my god.
今回も
Gifted kid
その
burnout
つもりで
special.
桜谷を守る方法を探して
He hasn't burned out yet, though. Maybe I've been pretentious. God.
第6始まって以来のスピード出世だって。俺らとは住む世界が違うよな。
This kid is inhuman.
Oh my
ない
god.
だろうあいつ
I bet we're like ants. I bet the difference between him and me is like the difference between a Venusaur and a Mewtwo.
Oh my
自分以
god.
外のあやかし森のことなんてきっとどうでもいいと思ってるんだろ。
ま、実際人の姿を見て勝手に劣等感を感じるような奴らの面倒は見切れないとは思ってたけど。
Damn.
みんな、僕とシロを信じて。桜谷は危なくなんかないから。
ココ。
Just stomping.
ココ。
Everybody has such faith in you,
お前も動いてくれてたのか。
Semi. They know that you're all your friends.
Yeah.
シロも今、向こうの方で説得してくれてると思
Bad
う。
news.
ちょっとはぐれちゃったけど。
そっか。悪かったな。
Oh my god.
I can't make them aware of how much.
Semi, you're getting less. I like you less now.
This is so funny
because
too,
of
'cause
this.
it's not that he doesn't care. He just doesn't want them to think that he cares.
He's so insufferable.
俺もだいぶ人当たりは良くなったと思ってたんだ。
Like, I don't want them to think that I care, because that changes our relationship. We might become friends.
Yeah. I can't let them know I'm a care lord
おー
secretly.
トッコ時継と一緒だったか。
Carousels be seething over disaffected Chads.
Oh my god.
心配したぞ。メールも電話もつながら
I've
ん
been
し。
texting you, dude.
ああ、ごめんな、シロ。キクツネの通信網は俺の指揮がさっき修理し終わった。
それはご苦労じゃったの。少し前まで離れた相手には文を届けるしかなかったものじゃが、メールの便利さにわしもすっかり慣れてし
And
まった
remember
ようじゃ。
Shrotsky? He's cool.
Yeah.
シロ、
Remember content
今の
aware
はちゃんとおじい
Shiratsky.
さんっぽかったね。
Good times.
Wow.
褒められておるのか？お、時継端末が鳴っておるぞ。
ああ。こい
The
つ
call was coming from inside Sakuratani.
Oh
Finally makes me feel so calm, but I would never want to admit that to them. Oh, so he's a misanthrope.
yeah.
ま、人もあやかしも。
And he's just
He's-
trying to be
he-
like,
he-
Ayakashi are also like that, and he's like, actually they're not, but I can't tell them.
Reminding us of his core bastard ideology.
Right. Which is misanthropy.
話が途中だったな。俺はキクツネへ行く。時高は魔活費でアクロの手伝いを。ただしは三土のあやかしたちの様子。俺は無実だって悦也さんに言おうとしてくれてたんだろうな。多分。
God, just kiss her already.
Wow. Misanthrope.
Is this why he did this?
Likes any girl for the first time, and he's like, "Yep, we're gonna get married now. I've decided."
Well, I guess if you only like one girl, it makes it easier.
Unbearable.
あげた時はちょっとだけ見切り発車だったけど。
I feel like I may have
Yeah.
given you an engagement necklace a little too early before I even told you
Yeah.
that I liked you. Really? Is that
Yeah,
how it is to
weird.
me?
Yeah, weird.
But
Why
at
would you
this
feel
point-
that?
At this point, they had talked about now doing a date, though, right?
I think he gave the neck
There had at least
before he
been some
talked about
coy
dating
hints.
her.
There had been hints, but I don't think he'd actually said it. Yeah, I think you're right.
あ
Mm-hmm.
やかし森たちに
The necklace is a secret engagement ring. It's a. He doesn't tell her. We don't have any information that would lead us to believe that it was a date yet.
Right. Honestly, this idea sucked. I hated it.
Oh my god.
優秀だし、すごい。
Ha!
My little
Yes.
brother owned me.
たまにすっごくバカだね。
Older brother makes fun of younger brother. What happens next is shocking.
Instantly regrets it. And then it all worked out.
それにだんだん別の話になってきてるな。そういうの柄じゃねえんだよな。
Sorry, babe. That ain't my vibe.
でも君が言ってたと違うみたい。
It's different when girl I like tells me to change my lifestyle.
It ain't that the truth, fellas. Stubbornly living your life one way until girl.
That's what happens when a stubborn life meets a stubborn wife.
だってそれくらいほっとしたんだよ兄さん。
Like
Oh
they
my
say,
God.
realize real lies.
That we're always saying this.
We are.
Tokitsugu, Itaka's little face of like, like, it's so funny.
It's good. Especially when he's like, we have owned you.
俺も大概わかりやすい。
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. He like legitimately got upset. Yeah, your brother already recognized it for sure.
Yeah, because he saw the fucking necklace.
Luckily, you know who doesn't know it? Shino.
You know, because she's too worried about her own feelings.
She
There
will
we
never.
Also Tadashi, yeah, of course. he
Yep.
did.
Yeah. Well, he just doesn't care, probably.
Yeah. All right, well, great.
Well, man, fuck that guy. Am I right, folks? What a
Oh.
bastard. A lot of work ahead.
A lot of work ahead, but you know who else is going to need a lot of work? That's right, it's Hira. Sorry, the people voted for it. And you know what we say in here all the time.
Yeah?
Democracy is good. We're
Yeah?
always talking about how much we love democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. It is good. But in this case, I'm afraid that I am the infamous haters.
Unfortunately, you are going to be the troll this time.
Yeah. Change my mind.
Okay, we have not. So this is past the point where we've already done this. Okay. Oh wait, we might actually need to do.
An earlier scene.
Yeah. We may have to go back to the original first one just to make sure that we have the right choices on the initial choices, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because every point apparently counts. If you play around too much, you die. Okay, so this is the one where we just meet him and Takao and realize that Takao is the, you know... Oh, wait, okay.
We're like, oh, Takao, you must be in charge. And he's like, nope.
Nope.
Oi, Hira. Ayakashi mori da zo.
What a hell of a pair.
Yep, there they are.
The
The boy you want to date and the boy you have to date.
That's right. I feel like we've talked about this before, but it's amazing how much this color palette is really like old school visual novel anime. Very gray.
Mm-hmm.
Due to like the color and
Desaturated.
stuff. Yeah, it's like very interesting. No, I don't remember.
Oi, hi.
Bye.
That just happened.
It's just it's just gonna be this scene over and over again. Just rolled away. He just rolled off screen.
I want to see how he rolls up the stairs.
Well, he's very strong.
Did you just hit him, like, in the face?
Yeah, he kicked him.
Okay, he did kick him. It sounded like a fan.
You kick me yet? Jail for 1,000 years.
It's the first decree he's ever made as president.
He's so strong.
This is so funny though. It's just like, yeah, I can beat the shit out of him because he doesn't really get hurt by it.
Things have escalated. Like everything Takao does, like demonstrates how much the situation has escalated.
Right. Over however many years it's been.
Yeah.
Hira, 今日は絶対逃がさねえからな。ちゃんとこいつの相手をしろ。
I don't wanna.
Did he have a voice line play?
No, just as you started speaking, he's finally said it.
Oh, damn it.
It's got a big pause in the beginning.
There it is. Alright. Incredible. Like, I saw the pause and I'm like, there's no way it's that long, but that's cool.
5 seconds of silence, Yada. Shut up.
It's like the famous band Five Sauce.
Asshole.
Yada. じゃねえんだよ。昨日玉物店に顔出して帰ってきてからお前一回も起き上がってねえだろ。
He's just trying to like make sure he takes care of himself.
Yada.
I thought there was gonna be another like 5-second pause.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
and maybe he's sick forever.
Oh man, great. Can't wait for this to be the rest of this route. He doesn't want to interact with us. He doesn't want to interact with anyone. He doesn't want to do anything. Wow, dateable. That's how I feel. Whoa.
しょうがねえ。今日こいつを働かせるのは無理だな。
やっとわかった。高尾って本当に諦め悪すぎ。もうこのやりとりめんどくさい。
自分が行かなくていいって決まった途端ベラベラ話し出してんじゃねえよお前は。もう一発食らっとくか。
We're just gonna watch this like 2-man comedy bit.
It's just
5 hours.
It just unfolds achingly slow.
それが面倒ごとを引き受けた相手に取る態度か。
It's like we've accidentally walked in on a domestic dispute, and we're like, you know, I really shouldn't be here. This is inappropriate.
Yeah, comedy class is right. Dudes rock. This is a dudes rock moment.
Because, like a rock, he is refusing to get up off the floor.
We really are. This is just. We're just pretending that we're dating Hira and we're dating Takao, right?
We fucking better be.
That seems to be the idea, because we're only interacting with him. Unless Hira's gonna start getting jealous. Like, why isn't Takao hanging out with me?
I cannot conceptualize how this route is gonna go. We have seen the scene where, like, he
hangs out at the store with us.
He gets us to relax, yeah, and he hangs out at the store with us.
Yeah, so there's, like, he clearly does things.
But just barely.
立派ね。まあ、お前らから見たらそうなのかもしれねえが、俺
We're
らから
just
したら
bored. They're in
単なる暇つぶし
prison.
だ。
And they also
作るのに
don't
飽きられた
respect
野菜
video
は
games.
店に並ばなくなるし、カッパを怒らせたら
This is
水
so
も止ま
funny.
る。
Also, just the idea is like,
俺がしれ補佐を
we
してる
got
のも
sick of
似たような
growing
もんだ。
radishes, so we don't serve those
Yeah.
anymore.
Takal's like, yeah, they get sick of doing something, they stop doing it. He just like me for real.
そうだと言いたいとこだが、こりゃ性分だな。相当無礼なことをされなきゃなんだかんだと引き受けちまいそうだ。そのせいでヒラがあんなんになっちまったのかと補佐を完全に断ってた時期もあったんだけどな。したら天綱がめちゃくちゃにな
I'm
って
stubborn and
すぐ
still
に
starts
諦
affecting
めた。
people.
まあめちゃくちゃになったっつっても、タヌキが普段以上にキツネに喧嘩をふっかけたり、それに巻き込まれたカッパが激怒したぐらいのことだったんだな。悪さして封印やら討伐やらされそうになったり、死にはしないが大怪我を負ったやつも出てくりゃヒラも動いたんだろうが。そういうことだ。
That's why the next trick is that we're gonna start having a movie theater here. We're gonna put on all his favorite shows, so he has to come by.
Like what?
What's like a good Hira movie?
Probably that movie where Daniel Radcliffe plays a dead body.
Ooh,
Because
yeah, Swiss Army Man.
it reminds. Yeah, Swiss Army Man. It reminds him of himself and how
'cause
he
he
doesn't
also,
like
like-
to move either.
Yeah, he actually propels himself through the air by farting, just like in Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, that's how all tengu fly, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't remember getting taught that during training, but you know, you learn along the way.
That's right.
Maybe Hira has a condition. Condition of being a bitch.
つーかヒラのやつ、別に眠っても
You
ね
know
えか
what?
らな。
That's chronic.
言ったろ、あいつはとんでもなく丈夫だって。
Oh, okay.
俺ら天狗っつうの
They
は丈
don't
夫だ
even
ぜ
need to sleep.
他の
They
あや
have
かし
plen-
に眠る必要も
They
ねえ
have
んだ
like
よ。
twice the productive hours every day,
Yeah.
and he still doesn't want to do anything.
Because they also don't have to wake up or wind down.
それだけ天狗はあやかしとして強い力を持ってるってことだ。
Tengu are just filled to the brim with chakra.
まあ、ヒラはその天狗の中でも飛び抜けて揚力が強いんだけどな。あれで性格が荒かったら、お前らの世の伝承にも確実にバケモンとして名を残してたろうな。
But for some reason, he doesn't. Let him take his
crazy.
limiters off.
Yeah, he's got weighted training
has-
depression.
Is this, yeah, it's like this is like this textbook, like we so much potential.
Right. He's just burned out, but not from having to like. He's not. I mean, he's like literally a gifted kid, but he clearly wasn't treated that way.
ああ、
Yeah, but he has undiagnosed ADHD, and everyone's telling him he would have so much potential if he would just apply himself.
指令を務めてやってたよ。
And I don't know how to make that kind of medicine here.
No,
ただ
no one's
実際は
tried. No one's been like, what if I brought in some Adderall from the
あいつ
regular world?
サクラタニに移ってきてからは面倒がって俺の挑戦を受けもしねえ。
Could you make Adderall, but for like for a
Yeah, I
horse,
don't
like
know.
someone who's like strong as a horse?
I mean, he does have the normal amount of blood, I assume, so it should be okay.
Yeah, but I assume his blood's like filled with like crazier stuff.
I don't
Actually,
know.
okay. What's the word they're using for recluse? I'm just
引きこもりだろ。
okay. Not surprised. Just
Yep.
wanted to know.
Yep.
He's a neat.
ヒラみたいなのを
Except
お
I
前
think
らは
he
引
is
きこもり
employed
って言うんだ
technically.
ろ。セミが言っていた。
Sid says he games all day and only orders takeout. Yeah, and by the end of this, we're gonna go into his room and find that right out of the spot where the camera hits is just like an industrial garbage bag filled with takeout food. You've seen those videos before. Have we talked about that before on this stream?
We have not.
Okay, we haven't talked about the like people who like revealed that they just like because they stream all day they just never clean up, and they like do like, the stream where they clean their rooms.
Oh God, no.
I know.
True.
I know Asmongold had one. There was another streamer who had one where it was literally just like behind him was like his like mattress on the floor, and to the side just out of camera view was in fact like an industrial sized garbage bag full of like half-eaten like takeout.
So it really is an unsustainable lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
they don't have time to maintain any of the sort of normal tasks associated with living in a place.
It's unsustainable if you play for 10 hours a day, which these people were. It's sustainable if
Yeah.
you're normal. We want to know more about Hira, I think is the answer here. Yeah, we want to know what he's
Wow.
up
Wow.
to. Which, I mean, to be fair, that might explain why we would want to date him.
あいつは土球の面倒くさがりだからな。しつこく通ってやりゃ、そのうち追い払うのが面倒にな
Wow,
って。
sounds
ちょっと
hot.
話すよ
Great
うになるかもしれ
idea.
ない。
Sounds like someone I want to date. Just
Well, we don't want to date him
on.
yet. The point is that we just want to know him.
あ
And then we can decide if we want to
Yeah.
date him.
来るもの拒まず、去るもの追わずなたちってことだな。だから、俺に聞くより自分で頑張れ。
It's up to me to be proactive in this relationship.
Oh, I love dating people who make me do all the work. That doesn't make me feel preemptively exhausted at all.
Alright, now we gotta do everyone's else's and we can just skip through them. Make sure we have the bad choices for them.
All right, the baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Baby. The baby.
The baby. The famous
Watch
rapper.
out for that baby. Oh, no, don't about that one.
Oh, because we're doing them in different order, we get different things.
Ah.
Oh, this is the best place to rest, and it's because of his friend who lives in here.
なんでそんなに君からの信用がないのかね。今日だって真面目に桜谷の危険をレクチャーしてるってのに。はははははははは。
Hold up, let's get that one more time. Hold up.
はははははははは。
Oh my god.
That rocks.
Ah, there's the ultimate
こ
bastard
の
right
城の中
there.
って入り組んでるからな。次からは一人で来られるようにちゃんと道順を覚えとけ。 ないない。それは人間の方。私たちは比較的こういうの気にする方だけど。
Like, who cares?
Yeah. Not me.
いいからいいから。
Here we
あ
are.
部屋。適当にくつろいで。
Maybe we're just far enough in that they gave us new scenes for this. I can't tell.
Hmm. I think we've seen this similar. We've seen a similar
Okay,
scene
now
before.
we have.
Yeah.
Now we have. Okay. It was just the introduction to it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch. Just watching. Just you guys being dudes.
Just guys being dudes, just drinking sake 6 feet apart.
That's right. In a hot tub.
Hmm.
わし
There he is, our little guy.
There he is. There he is. in his
You
little
reap what you
Proverbs.
sow.
You do reap what you sow. That's why we're dating Hira today. It's because we foolishly let the people vote. We know now, which is what we now know is wrong, and that democracy is a lie. Sorry, not to get political.
Right.
Here. Not a
We
political.
we should have made the executive decision
Yeah.
of, I don't know. I'm already here to be a hater. Here's our chance to look at the next round that we're gonna do after this one with Shu, a Tails gets trolled, revengeance.
Right, but also, like, you know, I think I was talking about this earlier, like, so clearly he's a gamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the exciting thing, I think, about that circumstance, right? And it's that we're gonna watch him get, like, die in a video game, and he's just gonna snap the Switch in half. And I think it's gonna be very funny.
It will be funny, for sure. I don't know if he'll snap the Switch in half, though.
Like,
Because
he's
that
just,
feels like something that Ibaragi and Shuten already do.
No, he would do it, like, out of, like, he wouldn't try to. It would just be, like, a reflex, because he's so strong.
Oh, because he's so strong. That's
Right.
right. He's like a super strong Tails.
Like, Shuten would try and be like, oh, it's made of Nintendium. I read about this online. The strongest material known to man, right?
Ah, of course. Okay, here he is. Ooh.
Yeah, that was the vibe I was getting from him.
I'm just a little guy. Here we are, back in the boring zone.
あいつは土球の面倒くさい
Let's
Not for any fault of
continue.
the Tengu.
It's
Just for-
it's a new day. Time to push this boulder back up this hill. Maybe it'll be different this time.
We should date Sisyphus, you're right. Is there a game where you can date Sisyphus?
Almost. In Hades, you can become close with him.
Okay.
He's a nice guy.
I mean, I think you learn a lot from pushing a rock 8 million
Yeah.
times in your life.
It's like post humbling Sisyphus. Like it's like the Sisyphus that's been there for so long
Right.
that he has sort of come to some wisdom about life.
Yeah. Oh, these new angles?
It's just zooming in on existing parts of the map, the image.
They were just at the
The
market,
map.
though. Right.
The map, this is a map like we're gonna play Fortnite here.
Yeah. Where are we dropping? It's a map like we're gonna play a tabletop on here.
The
This is
the
the
lights,
first room in our game of Betrayal of House on the Hill.
more lights on the floor. Like in Shiratsky's, there's like lights on the floor, but these are like little globes.
Yeah, instead of weird triangles.
Yeah, they're not video game items.
Yeah. They're waypoints.
Yeah.
That's actually how all of these are waypoints, and that's how Hira travels, is because he doesn't want to walk.
Oh, he just reloads. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
fast
just like
travels.
he's just fast travels. Yeah, he like thinks about where he wants to be. He's like, well,
Yeah.
I
And
forgot-
then he knows that Shino is coming because he gets that little pop up. You cannot fast travel while there are enemies nearby.
right. Also, I like I just noticed that there's a bed behind him, but we know he all sleeps on this
Yeah.
this pushed together.
Also,
couch,
that
right?
bed is fucking huge.
Yeah. But I don't give up easily. I'm obnoxious.
Yeah, I can be obnoxious too.
This is me projecting. I'm obnoxious. Oh wait, did he say something?
Said I don't know.
知らない。
Oh, there it is. You could hear him turn over on the fucking couch. I think we talked about this before. How many, like, let's say you're the most open person in the world. How many chances do you give to Hira normally for him to be, like, normal at some point, right?
Maybe 3.
Okay.
I feel like 3 times is enough times to have like a pretty clear idea of how he's gonna interact with you.
All right.
But then we still have to, I mean, obviously we still have to continue to interact with him as part of our job, right? But
Right.
But it would be interacting through the framework of like, okay, this guy's not gonna change.
Right. Literally breaking my back to get him to speak a full sentence at me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you like hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
You ever hear of Final Fantasy? Did he just, like, shoot us out of his room? Oh my god.
うるさい。本当にうるさい。
What a keeper.
Oh my god! He wants us to leave. He wants us to leave so badly.
この間で学ばなかった。聞きたいことがある。
Why are we supposed to want to date this man?
That's why I asked, like, how many chances do you give a person like this in a normal style, and not professionally like we are on the stream where we give him 100 chances?
Yeah, this after the leaf, I would be like, okay, fuck you. I'm gonna go talk to someone about this.
Right, HR violation. Send him to the second Sakuratani prison.
Yeah, the lower level.
Yeah. The second circle of Sakuratani. Like the cornfields in that Twilight Zone
それ
episode.
もそのうち離れるようにしてあるから。とにかく部屋から出ていけばいい。その調子でずっと喋り続けられたら、こっちの身が持たない。
Like, I feel like his design is being wasted on such a miserable character.
Yeah.
Yeah, or what if we beat the shit out of him?
Yeah. Get your
Gun.
get Koya. Yeah,
Uh,
get your gun. Get your cat to transform into a gun.
Yeah. Green flame.
I don't want it.
But I know I can be a bigger bastard than he can.
Hmm.
As soon as the leaf comes off, we're coming back in.
Hmm.
Oh my god, we really are. This kicks ass. Yeah! Yeah!
We left your guard down, huh?
I'll say it. Shino's cool. Shino's the coolest part of this
Yeah.
route so far.
Yeah.
Shino's gonna save
Just-
this one. It's not gonna be
Just
anything
for
Hira does. It's gonna be
epic pranks.
Shino. Yeah, this is gonna rock. Yeah! Yeah! Koi's gonna take it.
お前、出て行けと言ったのに。な。
Get him!
Yeah, you made more work for
ちゃ
yourself.
んと応対ってなんだ。そんなのお前ら人間
Alright,
が
I'm
勝手に
sticking
望
around
んでる
then.
ことだろう。私には関係ない
This
し
is only hurting
従
you.
う必要もない。
I don't care, so therefore the rules don't apply to me because I don't care about them. This is how society works, right?
I love solipsism. Diplomacy win.
そうでもない。話しにくくはない。ただ、話したくないだけだ。
It's not you, it's me. And it's like, oh, I knew Hira. Don't worry. Yeah, you keep freaking talking to me.
いや、別に。
Oh,
sounds
wow,
fake.
how interesting!
That sounds fake.
とにかく面倒くさいだけだ。今も口を動かすのが。
Yeah, he just has depression.
声を
Guys,
出すのが
Yeah,
何を言おう
his
か
executive
考えるのが
dysfunction.
面倒く
we
さい
haven't picked up on this?
そう、大変だ。
Or is it like he's too strong and so it hurts to do things?
That would be funny. I can talk, but I can only talk the hardest that you can talk.
Yeah? Why it hurts for me to talk this way? Oh, jeez. Get his ass.
Participate in the social contract, Hira.
面倒っていうか、面
Don't
倒
you
く
know
さ
how
いの
hard it
深
is to
刻
be
さを舐め
bummed
てる
out
だ
by
ろ。
stuff? Ugh. What a drag.
頑張れとか、我慢とか。そういう。
I don't know where they're going with this.
Not yet.
It certainly isn't like, oh well, he's you know, not neurotypical, but he's
Yeah.
neurodivergent. Like it's not that, even though it feels like that's what it is. So it's just gonna be shit no matter what, in my opinion.
He's just depressed and doesn't have a hobby.
Hira, have you tried getting hyperfixated on something?
Yeah. Should we get you a TV in here?
Everybody loves video games.
True.
すー
The sounds I make when I sleep.
Right, this is the same as going snork me, or
Yeah,
honk, chew, honk,
exactly. Which one are you? Are you a me, or are you a honk shoe?
chew. I'm honk chew.
Yeah.
There's something very funny in how like pathetic Hira is.
Yeah. I wonder what, like, does he have limiters on? Because we've talked about, like, that he's not using his full strength in Sakuratani.
Like the Sakuratani air maybe is like a kryptonite
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
おいヒラ、ayakashi mori。おっ
Like I feel like you're supposed to kind of find this endearing.
Oh,
some
yeah, but I
extent.
don't.
Right. I mean, I
It's
don't
like a
either.
big, like, maybe if you're much younger.
つうかお前どうした？
Yeah, and you're just like you're in a real I can
Listen.
fix him sort of
それで
phase,
し
you
つこ
know?
すぎるから。
Yeah, and just,
Also,
you know,
Taco
not
Digest.
knowing any better and seeing it more as like, oh, this is a story. I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, and I do want to see how it goes, but in like a condescending way, derogatory.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, those couches like this couch that are like you have to buy each square as a separate section. They're like $1,000 per section. Just throwing that out there.
Also, I just want to know, did we win? Is this winning because we made him leave his house?
Oh, because they're so insufferable that he just left.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like, I'm gonna hang out somewhere that's less loud, like a bar.
Sid says they want you. Sid says they want you to declare him a baby girl, and I refuse.
I will not.
Can't make me. I don't know. I feel like, you know, if you're someone in this world who gets turned on by the idea of having to take care of a pathetic man, then you are eating well, my friend. There are so many options for you out there in the world. If you are feeling that and you are like, man, I really wish I could meet a guy like that, baby, let me introduce you to all my ex-boyfriends.
God damn. Next time when he says aggressive, we're gonna be like, what if we had just had like a knife while we talked to him?
yeah. We use our ayakashi mori powers and we like
shoot a fireball.
We like curse the couch so he can't sit on it. He just slides onto the floor.
Yeah, we put in like those spikes.
Here we go again.
I think it's very funny that until like halfway through they're still at his house, we just have to keep bugging him until he starts leaving more often.
Just stand there until our like area of effect forces him to leave.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if Hira's in his house. That's a good question. Rayday says, okay, but what if I want to take care of a guy who's inept, but also could suplex an elephant if he needed to?
Now, hold on. Hira's not inept. He's very capable. He just refuses to. He has depression, and he's pathetic.
You're dropping your beans.
Oh no, my beans.
Keep a hold of your dang beans.
What's an azukiarai?
I don't know, but it must have to do with the red beans.
Azukiarai. A mysterious noise. It sounds like azuki beans being washed or ground is heard. It's like a phantom sound.
Okay. This is the sound of beans.
While the perpetrator is seldom seen, he is often described as a short-statured man of grotesque appearance with a large balding head, crooked teeth, a thin mustache, large bulging yellow eyes, wearing ragged clothes, and bent over a pail washing azuki beans.
He's just like me!
Wow.
Tsuchigomo.
I think we looked up this one before.
I think so. I just want to remember.
Tsuchigumo is a spider. It's a spider.
Okay. Spider.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? Wait, hold up. Is hiding stuff? What's going on here?
なんでいつも留守番はこのメンツなんだ。余計な手間が増えているとしか思えん。
Okay, they're just cleaning, but also causing problems.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
セミのところに新しく来たayakashi森だったな。高尾と平は出かけてるぞ。いや、別に役目として決まってるわけじゃない。ただ留守番だからって何もせず、ぼーっと過ごしているのも退屈なものでな。
Bleh.
決して俺が花瓶を割っちまって土蜘蛛の旦那に始末を頼んで小豆洗いのじいさんが小豆をこぼすからその痕跡を消そうとしているわけじゃないぞ。ま、汚しちまってない時でも高尾は白補佐の役目で大変そうだし、平はあれだし、割と掃除はしてやってるけどな。
I can't imagine he makes much of a
特
mess.
に平のやつはよく床で寝ているだろう。
Yeah, you have to move.
自分たちの代表が埃まみれになっているの
Oh,
を
I
見る
see.
のは
That's the issue.
Ah. Oh, crow tengu is specifically a samurai spirit possessing a crow.
Wow. Okay. Huh.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Seems like they're nice. They work to keep their, they tidy everything up, even though Hira doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Boya gets it right. I hate it when I drop my beans everywhere.
Yeah, TFW.
Yeah. I'm just trying to be normal out, and then my beans just flow out of my pocket, and everyone goes, "Go, look! Kid dropped his beans!"
And they all point and laugh. Ha ha,
Yeah.
bean boy, bean boy.
That's right. They say, "Go, bean boy, go."
And then you do the little like breakdance move from that gif.
Yeah.
平さんから君
The
への
music
お知ら
starts
せがあるよ。
playing.
He left us a note.
Oh wow, he did the work of writing some words. Does it say go away?
It says TGIF. Yeah, no, the Tsuchigumo has long feet, Sid, because it's a spider. Legs are feet. They're the same thing for a spider.
I'm always saying this.
Yeah.
高尾は白月のところにいる。用があったらそっちへ行け。
Oh my god.
Where are you? Wait.
Dunno. Hiding.
変わらず全く働く気がないな。
He's at Taco Bell. He's trying to eat the $28 lunch.
だな
Oh my god.
高尾のやつ、今日は平に全部任せてキクツネの試練に会ってくるって楽しそうに出かけていったのに、平に押し付けられてるな。
If you eat it all, is it free?
Yeah.
Is that
No, what was it? Did you see that? Where it's like, it was like someone on like Fox News complaining about like inflation under Joe Biden. And it's just like, I went to Taco Bell and had to pay $28 for lunch. It's like, man, how much Taco Bell are you eating?
Yeah, wow, geez. That's a lot.
People seem to think that he probably meant that he bought it for his family, but also how do you spend $28 feeding, let's say generously,
For four people.
Right? That's a lot of Taco Bell.
It's possible.
Sure, it still seems like
If it's for four people.
It still seems like a significant amount of Taco Bell. Yeah, Ray
I
is
don't
right. If
eat
you
at
eat it all,
Taco
it's
Bell.
free, and it costs you more than you'll ever know. Well, like all good establishments, they have a $1 menu.
Yeah. I mean, also it's probably more expensive where all the newscasters live in like the Northeast, right? Where the cost of living is higher.
Right, Hollywood. I don't think the
Yeah, in
prices
Hollywood.
change- I don't think the prices change there. Oh, look, it's
More
oh my god,
taxes.
look at that smile.
Wow. Protect that smile.
雪同士のところに顔出してね。
Anyway, I'm gonna use the
悪
restroom
さ
real
しない
quick.
ように
But
Okay.
don't let
釘を
me
刺
stop
しに
you.
行こ
I'll
'Cause,
stop if
let's just-
something happens.
and nothing will.
You're gonna be ashamed of your words and deeds.
う。おっおお、あいつらが将棋や囲碁のゲームを持ってるっつうから試させてもらったんだが。
Ah, no, I have to
でも
wait.
いたのし
Oh, you gotta
俺には
see
合わねえ
this.
と思って帰る
D-Mac.
と
Oh my god, this rocks. This is so cool. It's like, I'm so strong, but my eyes are so weak when it comes to the television. I remember as a kid once I played so much Mario Kart Double Dash on like a CRT that I started to get a headache. And that's how I assume it is for Takao, but like after like 3 minutes. Oh, Ray's right. We should just get him some blue light glasses. And for anyone curious, Ego is just the name of Go in Japan. So, yeah. I used to play Go in high school. I knew someone who had like the full board and everything.
I think if you're a man who's destined to major in computer science, you have to own you have to play like chess or Go or Risk in high school.
Yeah.
I think it's the law.
Basically. Anyway, I think this is very funny. All right, we'll continue now.
Oh my god,
Takao, what happened to you?
It's because he's using too high a frame rate.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, his eyes are too good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like he has the blending on, but forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sid's right. He sees the flicker in the TV. Oops. Wait, he's outside? Oh my god. You're really trying to make him do the bare minimum.
Finally, a partner in crime.
That's right.
Hira は外に出てもAmatsuna以外にはめったに出ていかない。だから多分もみじの原あたりにいるんじゃねえか?
I like how excited Takao is.
About us like trying to get him to do a job.
Yeah, he's like, finally, someone.
People might bug him if he left his hometown. That boy ain't right. He's gonna just give us like a perfect topographical map. Someone finds a secret spot and he goes, what, the scallop?
Well, well, well.
What, the shrimp?
Rat it out. So have all the other ayakashi more just given up?
I don't know. Maybe the issue is that all of them... I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Is he gonna run into the woods like a wild animal? He's got like a hot dog in his mouth. It's like, what you got there? And he's like, looks like a dog who has gotten caught having something he shouldn't. And just runs into the forest. Wait, he really is. This kicks ass. This is so
my god.
What a laser.
I hate this. This sucks. Get Koya to help.
Shoot him down.
Koya turns into a gun.
Take him down, Koya. Remember, back into the left. What's her problem? It's almost like she's trying to get me to do my job, and she's doing her job.
Gross.
Oh my god. All that effort to write out Takao somewhere else. Fuck him. It's like, okay.
Damn.
He's been trapped in a prism.
Here we come, doing a cool move.
Cool.
I like how Koya agrees. Like, Koya's like, yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah, well, no, this is fun. I assume
Yeah,
he also
Koya's
wanted to do this, right? Like, I assume everyone kind
Yeah.
of knows this guy.
Yeah.
This rocks, though. This has been the coolest thing about Hero's Route so far, bar none.
Yeah, he is like a roaming legendary now, Ray Day. We're chasing him around the map.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with a mean look or like a sleep move.
そもそもなんで私に追いつけるんだ。
ある。
もういい。もう何も言うな。私は逃げないから、さっさと用を済ませて帰
And that's
れ
what。persistence will get you.
けど、お前に追いかけ回されたせいで、しばらくは何も考えら
Damn,
れ
I
ない
wonder
ぞ
whose fault that
He is
is.
疲れた。
he is actually
私はとに
tired
かく
right
疲れ
now.
たんだ。
Yeah, this one's legitimately tired, but I wonder whose fault that is.
何
Yeah.
言ってやがる。人間との追いかけっこくらいで疲れるような体じゃねえ
Called
だろ。
out.
He's emotionally tired.
Yeah?
体は疲れないけど、それ以外が疲れた。むしろ限界。
I can't tell if it's like an elevation thing, right? Like the air in Sakuratani's too
Oh,
thin.
you think he's got elevation sickness from being in
Yeah.
Sakuratani?
Yeah, maybe that, like something like that, right? Like, there's something inherently about the makeup of Sakuratani that makes him like incapable of expending energy.
すげえなあんた。あのヒラをここま
But
で
I
追い
mean,
詰める
does
なん
that
て
mean
な
that we're just gonna like turn off his inhibitors at some point and he's gonna be normal? Like that doesn't seem fair. That seems like
Or at least like
just give me take the gas away and suddenly I'm neurotypical.
I just assume that like we're gonna get him over like whatever kind of mental block he has to sort of accept and get used to his new environment. You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, Shino's really making this route.
今度は
Yeah.
吹き
I mean, she really wouldn't do anything.
絶
Yeah.
対に
Everyone else is just like nothing to be done about this guy.
I'm gonna put Semi into the cornfield. And
Hira's
Semi's
acting
like, ha ha! This happens to me all the time, actually. I'm fine.
You remember that like movie that goes around every so often, the clip where it's like there's like the 8-foot tall child who like starts stomping and screaming at the adults who try to take care of him? That's how I feel Hira's like right now.
What? Is that Benjamin Button?
No, that's not what happens in Benjamin Button. Someone in the chat probably knows what I'm talking about. It's like a really old movie, but a giant child.
A tall child?
He's just a giant
Like-
child.
Like a scaled up baby, like a
Yes,
like a forced
scaled up, like, 8-year-old.
perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's not. I was imagining something scarier than that. So now that I'm just imagining a trick of the old camera,
Or like, it's like movie magic of the time.
it's like Day of the Giant Baby.
Ray Day's right. The classic Benjamin Button scene where he grows
Yeah.
8 feet tall.
See, Ray Day knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've never seen
Ray
Benjamin
Day's
Button.
also Ray Day knows what happens in Benjamin Button, just
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah, as he grows younger, he also grows taller.
Yeah. That's the law of conservation of mass.
You guys are gonna make me look up giant child movie. It's
Yep.
not gonna give me what I want, but I'll try anyways.
だから今雪童子と座敷わらしは
The
濡れ
what?
女のところで暮らし
I
てる
feel like we
ってわけ
walked
だな。
into the middle of like a
Yeah.
snow kid as Shiki Warashi and a serpent woman walk into a bar story.
Well, those are like two child ayakashi, and then the serpent woman would be like maybe she's taking care of them.
Yeah, it's just like, again, I feel like I walked into like a bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Torps, is it Honey, I Blew Up the Kid?
No.
No. Well, then I
It's
don't know
older than
any other
that.
movie with this premise.
Don't worry, I'm googling giant child movie and people are gonna get me here. It's not the documentary Children of Giant. Okay. Maybe this isn't gonna give me what I want.
"大丈夫だろう。同じ家に暮らしてたってだけだ。お前ら人間がやってる家族とか親子みたいなもんとはそもそも違って、もっと
Is
自由
it
な仲なん
Food
だ
for
よ。
the Gods 2?
I can't open this in because it's gonna start playing the audio through here. Give me just a second, we'll find out.
Giant rude kid.
Yeah, I think this is it, actually. I think you're right that it is Food of the Gods 2, sometimes referred to as Food of the Gods 2, as well as Food of the Gods Part 2.
What
This is a 1989
the
Canadian science
fuck
fiction
is
film.
this?
Well, it's a sequel to a movie based on an H.G. Wells novel of the same name, Food of the Gods, where a giant child...
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What? Why did you reference this? What is this? What's happening?
A growth
What's
hormone
going
experiment gets out
on?
of hand when the resulting giant man-eating rats escape, wreaking havoc on the unsuspecting campus. Much bloodletting follows, is all it says about here. But it's about a giant child. That was the only thing I knew about it, and so the reference was that there was a giant child.
What?
His name's Bobby.
What?
What?
What is this?
It's a movie.
What happened in Food for the Gods 1?
I don't know. I think I did say baby at one point, but I meant child. I think I said child more often than I said baby.
I'm so confused right now. This is worse than yesterday when I watched Halloween Ends.
Okay, I see. So it's about having found a substance that causes things, living objects, to grow in size and become giant.
Why is the boy upset? Why is he throwing a tantrum?
He's
Why
a
are the
child.
adults reacting to it not in the way that I would expect them to react to it? Like they're just like weirdly calm about the situation.
Well, otherwise they're going to the cornfield.
And they also don't change their behavior in any way. They just like sit down.
Yeah, I think also because I
which
haven't
is still
watched
in
any-
his room.
I also think because I haven't watched any media ever, I think that I just assume that this is also the Twilight Zone where the kid sends people to the corn farm,
Yeah.
which is not what it is. But what if it was?
I mean, I think these, I think you could merge the stories together from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's a giant 8-year-old who sends people to the cornfield.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, so I guess we have no choice but to focus our attention back on the
あいつ
game.
が試練
Yeah,
に
that's what I
な
was
って以
hoping for.
来ずーっとこの調子だから気にすんな。だが
Also, Rayday is right.
お前
He's
が
mad
来て
because
少
his
しマ
parents
シ
are in
にな
his
ったから
fucking
な。
room. And they act
Yeah.
calm because he's fucking giant. Could just kill them.
人間に言われてあいつ
But
が
they
仕事を
don't
したこと
leave
なん
the
て
room,
記憶にねえ
which is
ぞ。
what I would expect if they were worried about the giant child.
I don't know. Anyways, this is cool. I can't believe we're the only. This is like the fucking 50 Shades of Grey. It's like, therapists have been working with him for years, and in a couple days, you've done so much more for him. You're fixing him.
But, yeah, you can fix him. Why?
But we really can fix him.
It also doesn't feel like it's fixing him. It just feels like pressuring him to do something when really the answer is probably for him to talk about whatever's really going on.
Well, we need to get to that point.
Yeah, I guess he won't open up to us unless we do this, but it's a little toxic.
潜り込んで
Yeah.
出てこなくなるかもな。
But sometimes you have to be a little toxic. It's kind of like Britney Spears said.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Intoxicate me now with your love and now.
Yeah.
別にお前のことを嫌ってるわけじゃねえし、そのうちあいつ
It's
も
not like he
諦めて
doesn't
抵抗
like
し
you
な
or
くなるだろう。
anything.
I'm sure he'll give up and stop resisting. That's what every girl wants to hear.
全く全然大丈夫だ、気にすんな。
No, it's epic.
これ
It's
以上
based.
あい
It's
つの
red
思いを
pill.
一人でさせられんなら、俺もここを出て行こうかと思ってたくらいだ。
Yeah, so far we're just like, hey, I want to do a good job at work.
Yeah, Hira's burden got bigger because he now has any burden. Like he has to accomplish things.
Mm-hmm.
ヒラ、お前、気配消すのはいいけど、こいつを驚かすなよ。
知らない。誰かさんのせいでまだだるいんだ。いちいち気
Because
に
of
してられない。
someone.
Hmm.
Now I actually have to take a nap instead of lying and pretending to take a nap.
そのayakashi森に用があるんだ
For
けど。
once, a genuine nap.
I think that'd be better than all the fake naps.
こいつによ。
I would love a genuine
珍しい
nap.
こともあるもんだな。
Could you imagine having to like fake nap like all the time, like Hira? Like
I
that
would
be
love
so
to do
tiring.
it.
No, you'd have
I
real
would love
naps,
it.
not fake naps.
I will settle for a fake nap these days. I should really be more like Hira, where I just am lazy and don't work.
So now you're relating to him. So now you think he's good, is what you're telling me.
お前、私のこと
No,
を
I don't want to
そんな風に
date him or
思って
be
たのか
around him.
まあどう
But that
But
doesn't
you
mean I
sympathize.
can't take something of an example from him, but I don't want to interact with
すっ
him.
ごく嫌なんだけど、でもそれ以上に面倒なことがあるから来て。
Look, all I'm saying is he's got to fix this before we get married. Otherwise, this is going to be a rough relationship where he's like, I won't do the dishes. I'm so tired.
Hmm. Uh-oh, no one's cleaning it.
Oh my god. What
Oh
happened?
my god.
Teach me how to dry clean my clothes. What happened? Did a storm come through? It might have been like he accidentally did like the fan.
ああ、そんなわけないだろう。人間の世界と一緒にする
Yeah,
な。
no one has any valuables here.
Everyone keeps being like, this isn't like the human world, and then they're just talking about like common decency or making excuses for their own shitty actions.
Oh, this kicks ass, actually.
汚すし。
A raccoon jumped into my room?
Oh my god, that's why.
Ah, ここの掃除。今のままじゃ居心地が最悪だ。早くなんとかしろ。
Are you prepared to do this task? No. Oh my god, this is exhausting!
Oh my god, wait, no! Wait, hold up. Look at him.
Oh my god, she's like, haha, wow, how cute. No, it's not!
You know what's fucked up? This is the best looking she's been in a CG in a while.
Yeah.
And he looks like shit. This rocks.
Yeah.
Dude's
Oh
raw.
my god, here, don't you want to date this goblin man covered in trash?
Well, to be fair, this was not his fault this time. To give him one benefit of one doubt, it was not his fault this time.
Huh? Kashi?
Oh my god.
Oh, she's just never stopping. She's
We're
just
owning him.
always on that grind set.
This is gonna be great for a political cartoon.
やっぱり何もするな。高尾を呼んでくる。
Get his ass. Get him.
Why not? I can.
Because she knows he has
それ
depression.
やめろ。
And the fact that Shino's asserting herself so strong in this one is really what's making this work. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
but it
she's
seems like they're becoming enemies, not friends.
yeah, it's cool. But she's like, ugh, I'll do it. But you owe me. And he's like, no. It's like, too late. Sim might be right. Maybe he's tall with bad circulation.
Oh no.
I think we always agree with him. Again, I know how to deal with bosses. Yeah.
Right, of course.
I bet we ask a question when we're on the true route. Where we probably cause problems.
Yeah.
Alright, and this next choice is about like who we feel like we're connecting to. We have to lie here.
Ah, わかります。答えてくれたらラッキーって感じですよね。
And yet I have
俺も
tamed
無言で逃
him.
げられたり、
Yeah.
高尾さんに押し付けられたり、そればっかりです。
ちょっと絡みにくいやつではあるよな。
Sid says Shino could only say this about Hira when she's
して
blasted.
補佐しようって雰囲気じゃねえから頼みづらいし。
I realize they're both fucking stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
"どうだろうね。その区画ごとに取り決めがあるだろうし、それによって大変かどうかは変わると思うよ。
Maybe there are issues that they need to figure out a better system of governance.
Please.
ただ、天綱の死では天狗の翁たちが決めたことだから、そうそう覆ることはないと思う。
Oh, we're gonna meet these elders?
Oh, so it's not even really a democracy, right? This is like you're appointed by a council.
それに高尾は自分ではなく、平が死でに選ばれたからと一歩引いていると思うし。
Oh. Oh, they were
Yeah.
on opposite.
Takao says that. Yeah,
but it's just
Takao
like,
says
oh,
that
yeah.
to us, yeah.
ヒラを気にしてきたとかなんとか。
Oh. He also just came here. They were original besties. Yeah. That's an understatement.
揚力ではヒラが軍を抜いてるから試練にってのはわかるけど。
Maybe he thinks that if he fucks up bad enough, then they will give it to Takao, who deserves it.
Oh, maybe.
せめて
Like he's gonna like prove
大事なと
himself.
ころだけでも知れらし
Because
くビシッ
Takao's
と
doing
締めてく
everything
れたら
anyway,
助
so
かるん
then
ですけどね
eventually he's expecting
ただでさえ
maybe that they would be
天
like,
津は
oh
自由
look,
奔放な
well,
あやかしが多いですし
he, you know, Hira's not doing it and Takao is, so let's just make him be shyer like he wants.
Yeah.
But I think it's got a little extreme.
いや、そんなことはないよ。平のあれは長い反抗期みたいなものだから。根気よく話しかけて仲良くなるのが一番じゃないかな。
Just keep working on it. This is a normal thing to do.
You know what they say? Shino loves a project.
This whole game's full of projects.
And some,
But
you know,
Shino
they're a
is
little more-
herself also a project.
Yeah, and you know, some projects are a little more intensive than others.
Yeah.
ですね。あまり固く考えずにいれば何かのきっかけで
Oh my
友達にな
god,
れる
everyone's so uncertain.
かも
You know, it's like, you know, you consider it's like Shino, kind of like a Lego, and Hira's more like a Gundam.
何事もまずは信頼関係を築いてからだな。 で
Well,
も
failed
あまり
step
強引に行
one.
くなよ。ヒラは見た目通り
It's-
繊細だ
If
から。
he's like a Gundam in that, like, there's a meme of Shino looking at him and saying, "Cool Birdman," as the message shoots over her head.
あやかし者になってからの
Sakuratani is a
付き合いだけど
prison.
さ。
Already says that there might be a protest if he was appointed against his will,
Perhaps.
which in that case makes him a rebel and cooler. Unfortunately, that makes him more
Yeah.
attractive.
But could he communicate this to us? Like, I don't know. I'm if that's the case, then if he's rebelling, then it makes me nervous that the lesson of the route is gonna like do the thing that you're supposed to anyway, and it'll be fulfilling.
まあ、あやかしといえど相手にも心があって。
The
いろいろ
moral
と
is,
考え
it's
ている
not
ってこと
true
を
that you
忘
do
れな
what
け
you
れば
love
大
and
丈
you
夫さ
never。work a day in your life.
We're not so different after all.
Yeah. It's like the differences between two cultures, like say the culture of Venusaur and
せっかく
Oh
の
my
考えたんだ
god.
っていうのに
Do we have to
なんだか
have
仕事の話ばかりになって
it's not it can't even be a point reward. It's like you have to add 2 more emotes. One of them's Venusaur and one of them's Mewtwo.
yeah, there we go. Or that's the animated emote. It swaps between a Venusaur and a Mewtwo.
Yeah.
ちなみに、ただしが今後もっとうまく付き合っていきたい。
There's the bro.
There he is. It's just a little guy.
Dressed like that because there are 2 sides to him.
He can be your angel or your devil.
Yeah. Nicest guy you ever meet or twisted fucking psychopath. This is the one where Shirazi's like, do you want to cuddle?
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Shirazi
This
says,
weird
where's
cat
my
bed.
hug?
It's weirdo cat bed, giant cat bed.
He does have a giant cat bed. Undeniable.
If you could sleep in a giant cat bed, would you?
Would you still watch my stream if I were a worm?
I would still watch the stream, yeah.
Okay. What if I was Dr. Worm, like from the famous They Might Be Giant song,
Oh
Dr.
yeah.
Worm?
Dr. Worm. I think that would be better because you might actually be able to like play the game if you were Dr. Worm.
That's right. And I'd be interested in things. Jorp's
Yeah.
with the live slug reacting.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god. It's still waiting, lurking, ready to be activated at any time.
Yeah.
The live slug reaction.
Yuki? What's a... Is Yuki an evil cow? Or like a bull? Or like an ox?
Spooky. Oh my, you're not gonna fucking believe what this is.
Yeah, hit me.
I need to show you an image.
Yeah. Send
In Discord. You're never in a million years gonna guess.
Yo! Oh! I think I've also seen this under the name like Ushioni. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's
the
an
spider
Ushioni.
cow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spider with a cow head.
That rocks. I'll never tell how I became this. My origins are mysterious.
I stepped into the Pokemon mashup machine.
That's right. I'm an Ariados and a Tauros.
Yeah. Oh, do you fight this in Tokiden too? That would make sense. Sid says we fought this in Tokiden too.
Okay.
Yo.
We'll never know.
I'm trying to have a conversation with this cow. You guys know anything about cows?
That
can be fun. The dynamic is getting a little bit better in that he is actually responding to her.
I guess it's taken so long.
Yeah, no, it has.
To this
it's too long of a lead up, but I'm starting to like it a bit more. Not liking Hira, just liking the two of them. You know, you ever have that feeling?
There's definitely a story that is being progressed.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
あんた面白いな。オラはヒラさんが外に出るなんてめっ珍しいから、今日は桜谷に雨でも降るかと思ったべ。
それを言うなら槍だろ。
石かも。
悪乗りするな、お前ら。
We're always saying this on the stream.
Oh yeah. Now I don't.
Yeah.
ところで、お前はカッパや牛鬼と一体何をしてたんだ？
Trading drama, juicy gossip.
そうそう。おっとすまねえ、ayakashi森さん。皿が乾いてきちまった。
Oh no! He's gotta get more water.
ことでもいいかい。そしたらオラたちも時間を気にしないで話せるよ。
Aw, they're so sweet.
楽しみにしてるべ。
Why can't we date a Kappa?
またね。
Why can't we
I
date
just wanna
Kappa
be-
Mikey?
I want to be friends with them. I want them to have sprites.
And I want, yeah, that was the big thing. Is I want them to have sprites.
Oh my god, here we go. Trying to do my job?
役に立てることとは？知らない。私にとって誰かと話をすること自体が面倒くさい。それよりも、お前はもっと術力を磨いた方がいいんじゃないか？
I'm gonna shoot him with a fireball through the chest.
お前の腕は未熟なものだと噂を聞いているぞ。
Hear from who?
Someone who doesn't know spells like this immolates you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think actually people are talking. I think he just wants to own you. And yet you got owned.
Hira loves to say that doesn't work on me, or like that doesn't count for me.
Yeah, he's
I
very,
know the floor is not lava.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has a shield that reflects all of the magic off of him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he shot a fireball at him, it would just shoot back at us and kill us. But unfortunately, we're impervious to fire.
The villain in this is Hira.
Well, yeah, because otherwise he would notice more, of course. Well, he got owned? I'm not mad.
I think we should bring Koya
I'm actually laughing
out.
because of how funny I find it that you think I'm mad.
Let Koya speak.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a highlighted word!
Oh, divine powers. Alright, what do they mean by divine powers? What has he given us? Okay. So literally he's giving us divinity.
Mana, yeah?
Yeah. That a thing you're allowed to do? Oh, I see. So it's like literally like training us to be like tengu.
Wow.
I feel like this is that's a pretty that's a common Japanese lore kind of thing. Yeah, you could shoot him with a gun.
Sid says, this is what happened with Yoshitsune Minamoto.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
He's an ancient Japanese warlord, I believe.
Oh, warlord.
Either that or he's a warrior.
And he trained with some tengu to become strong.
Yeah. I don't trust this face.
No, I don't like this face.
Okay, then die.
Just listing off a bunch of childish stuff.
Yeah. I like. Oh my god, did he think that was gonna work? That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, he's such a child.
Fucking loser.
Why are we supposed to want to date this man?
Why do I need to defeat an ayakashi in a real fight? Next question. Okay, Yoshitsune Minamoto is a ronin and poet famous for never losing a duel due to being trained by tengu.
Cool.
Yeah. That's gonna be us, though.
Oh shit, this is a prison! We're in a prison!
I mean, that's what a society is, Hira. You're right.
Damn, he really is the Joker.
He really thinks he's the Joker when this is just what a society is, you know? Like, yeah, we made up rules so that you guys wouldn't fight and you could live peacefully where there aren't humans, you know? What? What? Me after acting like a bully. That's someone else's fault.
Oh my god. What an awful interaction.
You hate to see him go.
Bye.
She left to watch.
Wow.
Okay.
Here he goes. There he goes.
Please tell me we like are holding onto his leg, right? Like,
right? Oh, his hand. He didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
別にそんなに必死に謝られることでもない。私は私が思った
At
こ
least
と
he's
を言った
talking
だけ
to
だし。
us. You know, one step at a time.
というか、少し八つ当たりも入って。
Yeah, no kidding. Is it how you're trapped here and can't leave because it's a prison?
And also because you were voted president. I think it's something else. I don't think it's that. Oh! And you know what? I will say something, though. Very proud of him to admit that he, you know, very humbling of him to admit that he, like, fucked up, you know?
でもあいつがあんなにムキになるのは珍しい。
And if I gotta give him kudos, and I do, because otherwise I will not, I will continue to not be happy. I gotta give him kudos, right? You gotta hand it to him,
俺は
as
そん
they
なや
say.
やこしいこと考えて暮らしちゃいね
I mean, like, as a character, but not as a
Right.
love interest.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as a
あやか
character.
しも同じだし。ただ、そうだな。俺から何か言えるとしたら、あいつ。
Oh, yeah?
ヒラにもいろいろあるってこと
Ah,
だ。
well.
Could have fooled me. He seems so
Wonder if
normal.
we'll find out.
顔を合わすたびに
Who
逃
can
げ回られた
say?
り反発されたり、お前も大変だろうが、関わりを持つってのはそういうことだと思って、ま、気張ってくれ。お前にその気があるなら、だけどな。
何事も
Much to
まず
think
は
about.
信頼関係を築いてからだな。でも
We should
あま
do
り
trust
強引
building
に行くなよ。
exercises with him.
ヒラは見た目
He will
通り
fail all of
だ
them.
から。
Mm-hmm. But I would like to see all of these, all of our coworkers just fall backwards onto the ground.
Right. Also, since says he's literally neurodivergent and a major pain that is.
Oh my
you.
god.
I mean, that's closer. He talked to you, you know. One step at a time with this guy.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Shino's really handling this in a very mature way.
Yeah, again, Shino's really holding this one together, you know.
Yeah. She really has no reason to be
あ
so
そこで
mature
素直
about
に神
this.
通力くださいって言ってりゃ、1000年、いや、もっとか。まあいいや。とりあえずそれくらいぶりにヒラの力を授けられた人間になれたんだぞ。
You can keep it.
そしたらセミも下手したら時輪のやつだって逆らえない最強のあやかし森になれたかもしれねえのにな。
No.
Like, if we could romance Takao, like, imagine how far we would be by now in
Yeah.
our romance.
Yeah. We'd be kissing.
We'd be coming up with plans to motivate Hira, and then our hands would touch.
Wait, hold up. Look where he is.
He's in the snowfield.
He's out of his normal area.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can do one more and then we'll call it. Man, we haven't been here in a long time. We've only come here once.
Yeah. Yeah. What just fell? Uh-oh. Hey, baby. Did it hurt? Time to retreat to my man cave, a mobile home in the middle of the snow.
Turns out that Hira fell because his wings froze over. That's what the children are gonna show us.
オイラたちが作ったんだよ。かっこいいだろ。
あら、本当。上手にできてるじゃない。まあ、あなたそんな格好で冷えるんじゃない？
あやかし森って寒いの？
Aww.
They don't know.
私たち全然寒くないよ。
Uh-oh.
It was Hira! He fell!
Oh my god.
Wait, it also looks like he's not wearing a jacket in this, but maybe that's just the shot. It looks like he has suspenders on. I need to know.
It does. It does.
Is he wearing suspenders? Cast your votes.
I need to know.
This is so
I
funny
need
also.
to
He
know.
just fucking cried.
Yeah, here we go. Hello?
He's a mess of a man.
うるさい。私よ。
Oh my god, but he still makes time to say something to us before he passes out.
That's right. That's how you know it's still him. And not an imposter. Not a doppelganger. Snow Woman, please lend us a
He will not die. I can
落ち着いてちょうだい、
guarantee you
シノさん。
that.
あやかしは凍えたって死なない。
He's like, don't worry about it. He does this all the time.
私たちはあやかしなんだもの。でも、天津田のシレさんはずいぶん冷え切っているみたいね。もしかしたら屋根の上ででも寝ていたのかも。
Perhaps. Just leave him.
放っておいて大
That
丈夫。
rocks.
あやかしが引くのはあやかし風で、寒さとは関係ないものだからね。
ここは静かでいい場所だと思ってきたのに、童子たちも騒ぎ出すし、
Oh my god, he says while falling asleep.
I'll just die.
Yeah, I'll just die here in the snow.
Or I guess I'll just kill my...
He's just got depression.
Droopy dog ass.
Yes, but he is the droopy dog ass.
I guess I'll
You're
just
right.
die.
Guess I'll just fuck off then.
I guess I'll just kill myself.
No,
Thanks,
Droopy. You don't understand. Droopy, you gotta make it to the future where they have therapy.
Sid's right. Boo boo bee boo.
Gosh, this guy. I don't like it. We're getting close to the end of the stream for tonight, and I still don't like him.
We gotta give him our jacket, right? No.
Oh.
We're gonna call together.
Oh shit, threatening.
I think we should have given him our jacket.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are we gonna force him? Like, this would be so embarrassing. I could never show my face to the cow ever again.
He doesn't have suspenders on. It's just the jacket that he's wearing.
It's just his jacket. Okay. I keep forgetting it like kind of changes color on the sleeves.
Oh no, we're gonna do it ourselves.
CG? CG? Oh, teleportation spell. I thought we were carrying him. He's got a fucking cold. He's got the ayakashi cold.
Oh no. From not using his powers.
Huh?
Takao had the controller, the sun was in my eyes, my Wi-Fi went out, my eyes were in my eyes. Oh, okay, so he's fine now. We just bothered him so much, he's like, actually, I'm leaving. This kicks ass.
Why did he fall? Did he fall because he got so bored of flying that he fell asleep?
I think he actually does have a cold. An ayakashi cold, and so it like fucks his power. This would kick ass.
Yeah.
I want both of these things to happen.
Yeah.
It was a weird situation, I'll give you that, Shino.
Well.
This is the event. We can get through this and get to the next choice point. And I think then we'll be good for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I think Shu happens.
The lads.
Yeah. Remember the lads? It's been so long.
Love them. Here we are.
Yeah, oh right, we'll check with Hira to see what he thinks we should get as a gift.
Why would we do this?
Yeah, I don't think he would be a good gift giver. I am asking myself the same question, Hira.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for you.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh, Mom never got one a gift in my whole life. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I'm so tired.
This is such a hassle as him making excuses. He's just like, fine, I'll just tell you. I would have never even thought to give a gift. You didn't have to put him there. I know that it means everyone. He's lying. There's some weird ass rivalry going on here. What would you want as a gift? Some freaking peace and quiet.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate this!
A switchblade. Just tell me something you like. That way, if he doesn't like it, he gives it back to you.
Yep.
A Red Ryder BB gun. You hear they're making a sequel to that movie?
What?
They're making a Christmas Story 2, but it's about Ralphie as an
No!
adult.
No!
What's wrong with this? This is fucked up.
No!
We gotta.
I'm tired of living in this era where all media is a reboot of old media.
We gotta make some new media.
I'm gonna start a new culture. This one's done.
Manju toka.
The fact that we even have to be like, you like snacks? He's like, ugh, I have to answer that? I love that he has a lounge pit.
What a
in his house.
baby.
I have the time, so I'm just gonna keep fucking bothering him.
Yeah, jeez.
私の話じゃないだろう。
Yeah, but I can kill two birds with one stone, or two tengu, as it were.
What about you, chat? What's your red bean paste opinions?
Yeah. Have you guys had red bean paste? You guys had some azuki? If you haven't, if you've had like the southern style like red beans and rice, what's your bean preference on that one?
I only like it chunky if it's like, because sometimes like in a donut or something they'll use a lot of it, and so then the chunk kind of helps you eat it more, because like if it's just filled with completely smooth inside, then you can't. It doesn't have that bite.
Right, but if it's in like the rice cake, you want it smooth.
Yeah, if it's like a thinner layer,
or a
then I
walnut
want
pastry
it
or
smooth.
something. Yeah. I'm always
just
saying
stop
this.
saying weird things. This is what we say to each other before the stream starts.
Yeah,
to warm up.
Yeah, we have to normal ourselves before the stream, and it doesn't work. We go nutso anyways.
Yeah. By the end of the stream, we're back to being freaks again.
Yeah. No.
いや。高尾に似てきたな。変なやつって言って悪かった。
Maybe I can think outside of exactly Cheetos and booze.
Although they do love those things.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
That's right.
Doritos and Mountain Dew, I should say. Dare I say.
They also love red bean desserts, which makes sense. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm usually a smoother red bean, but I've never had it in like a donut, so. Ibaragi, how about a huge slab of cheese?
Okay.
And he puts it in his stomach and it just comes out the whole size, like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Oh no.
All right. Well, with that, it's time to save and call it for tonight. It's getting late. Had about enough of. I've been about up to here with Hira.
Yeah. Had it up to Hira.
Oh, Sid's right. Shu Tom and Jerry Baragi. Yeah.
Anyway, Hira's insufferable.
Let's hold on. Let's not give our opinions until I pull up the picture.
Let's not judge a book
by its cover. Well, to be fair, I think we're well past the cover at this point.
Yeah, we made it past the cover, and I still don't like it.
Yeah, like again, I think that the dynamic that they're building is good, but that's sort of in spite of Hira as a person. Like, I feel like you could have this sort of rapport with someone who also is like willing to hit the ball back, you know?
Yeah, also, it just feels like now it's escalating where it just feels like they're actually fighting. Like, that he's actually annoyed. It doesn't feel like a loving interaction.
Yeah, but clearly that's not the intention. The intention is supposed to be that it's building up rapport, which is technically true, but also, like, we have to fucking have a reason to like him. And we really haven't seen that yet. Like,
No.
Like...
And, like, at this point, caring about other people is, like, not enough. It has to be more, like, it's like, oh, well, okay, I'm gonna do the bare minimum now of my job and, like, pay attention to other people. Like, you're already annoying. Like, I need more than that. I need something positive, not just neutral.
I get that he's got depression, and I get that he, like, hates where he is in life, but, like, very clearly he's spent, like, thousands of years here refusing to pick up a hobby.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We gotta have more of that conversation. Or else it's too boring. Yeah. And he's insufferable.
Like, we're getting fed crumbs of that where I feel like it should be like
it should have been up front. It should have been when we first met him.
Yeah, or at the very least, like, a piece of it should have been introduced, right? Like, I'm not saying that, like, you have to, like, be like, here's my entire character in the first thing, but, like, set it up.
Yeah.
Know? Like, it got set up, we're, like, 5-6 dates in with him, you know, quote-unquote dates, but, like, we're, like, 6 in on this.
And he's still lying on the ground.
Yeah, and he's still lying on the ground and just barely getting into, like, you just want to keep us sedated. And it's like, yeah, come on, you know. Sorry that you also found out that your first metal band exists, but, like...
Yeah.
You know. It's one of those things where it's just, like, there's clearly, like, trying to be a sense of community here amidst everything to try to make a safe environment. He's just like, don't you all recognize it's a prison? I don't know.
You're all a bunch of sheeple.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Pick up a sport. Learn how to play Go.
Yeah, or leave. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess he can't. He's too dangerous.
I don't know. Maybe he could probably, like, kill the elders if he wanted to. I don't know.
I don't
dogs
know.
His way through life, you know.
I don't know how. I mean, there's just. We're gonna learn all about it, but, like, is it going to change our opinions? I don't think so.
I don't think I'll ever want to date him, but I may respect the fact that these two hang out.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think the way that she asserts herself very positively and very strongly is very good for her character. Like, not that she hasn't had that before, but the fact that she is forced to pick up so much slack, I think, is really making Shino as a character shine through more. Where she's she's a little bratty, and she, like, knows how to get what she wants.
She's stubborn, yeah.
Right, like the whole, like, okay, I'll clean for you, but you owe me. And he's like, never mind. It's like, too fucking late. It's like, great.
Yeah.
Or, like, the one where she like hides to wait for the magic to go off, and he's like, fuck you, I'm back.
Yeah, Shino is very smart and also very stubborn.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's funny to see her lean into it even more in this route.
Yeah. Anyways, get a load of this guy.
Oh my god.
Get a load of him.
There he is. There he is. Look at those feathers.
Such a mess.
Can you believe?
And we're gonna fix him. We're gonna clean him up.
Are we? What? Do you think he's gonna be fixed by the end of this route?
Yes. Well, or at least he's in the process of being fixed. By which I mean, he will go outside on his own accord and have a hobby.
I think that he's gonna, like, the last slide of the presentation here, he's gonna be like, huh.
And then my
you know what? I think I get it now. Like, I think I get it. I think I'm gonna change my behavior now. And then, like, that's it. Like, that's as far as we're gonna see.
Yeah, and then they're terrorized by the giant child from Food for the Gods, too.
Oh my god. I'm too sleepy to like, comprehend what that is right now, so I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. So I remember tomorrow.
Well, that's about it. We're gonna have to meet more Hira later. But until then, I've been Shorps Away.
I've been Devious Vacuum.
And this has been Date Night.
And you are the stars.
Sweet dreams.
And Games Cameron.